Come to question number 3. Find the value of, first part is 3 raised to the power 0 plus 4 raised to the power minus 1 multiply 2 raised to the power 2. Now by seeing this expression we know that we have to solve bracket first according to BODMAS. But within brackets it is given 3 raised to the power 0 plus 4 raised to the power minus 1. And we know there is no law of exponent with for addition operation or subtraction operation. We always have a law for multiplication or division. So that means there is no law which will be applied over there. So we have to simply solve it. What we can do? We know 3 raised to the power 0 means 1. Whenever any base have their exponent as 0, their value is always 1. Right? So we can directly write 1 plus, now this 4 raised to the power minus 1 can be written with the help of our law a raised to the power minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to the power n. So we will write 1 upon 4. Right? Now we have to add this 1 and 1 upon 4 by taking LCM. Take LCM as 4. Now it will become 4 plus 1 multiply 2 raised to the power 2. This becomes 5 upon 4 multiplied with 2 raised to the power 2. Now there are two ways. First, you can write this 4 in terms of exponent, or you can write this 2 raised to the power 2 in terms of its value. So first one is we can write it as 5 upon 4 can be written as 2 raised to the power 2, and we were already having 2 raised to the power 2 in multiplication. So this get cancelled out and our answer is 5. Right? Second way, if you write 2 raised to the power 2 in terms of its value, so 2 raised to the power 2 means 4, because 2 square of 2 is 2 multiply 2, which is 4. So we will write here 4. Now this 4 is here and this is here. We can cancel it out and our answer will become 5. So answer is same, only the method for calculation is different. You can choose for any one of the method. Let's see another part. This is 1 upon 2 raised to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon 3 raised to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon 4 raised to the power minus 2. Now we can see exponents are same but bases are different. And one more thing, there is plus, no multiplication. So that means we cannot apply any law. We will simply apply one law, that is a raised to the power minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to the power n. So after applying this law, we can write every term as, this can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 plus 3 raised to the power 2 plus 4 raised to the power 2. You can check, if we write 1 upon 2 to the power 2, so when we solve it, it will become 2 raised to the power 2. So by this, I had written 2 raised to the power 2 plus 3 raised to the power 2 plus 4 raised to the power 2. Now we have to find out the square of 2, 3 and 4. So square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9 and square of 4 is 16. Now simply add them and you will get the answer. So this 29 is your answer for this. So this is how you have to find value of given expressions. Right? Let me explain the last part of this portion and then rest of the parts you will do yourself. The last part is minus 2 upon 3 raised to the power minus 2 whole raised to the power 2. Now how we will solve it? We know a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power mn. So we can apply this law in this expression. We will write minus 2 upon 3 whole raised to the power minus 2 multiplied with 2. This becomes minus 2 upon 3 whole to the power minus 4. Now the exponent is negative. We can make it positive by the law a raised to the power minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to the power n. Apply this, we will get three upon minus 2 to the power 4. Right? Another law is a upon b whole to the power m is equal to a to the power m upon b to the power n. Apply this to this expression and we will get 3 raised to the power 4 and minus 2 raised to the power 4. Now how we can find its value? We have to simply find out 3 raised to the power 4. Now when it is 3 is the base and exponent is 4, so we have to multiply 3 4 times. And then in denominator we have to multiply minus 2 4 times. After multiplying we get 81 upon 16. Now you all must be wondering where this negative sign has gone. When we multiply one negative with another negative, it becomes plus. So this minus minus becomes plus and this minus minus becomes plus. And then plus multiply plus is plus. So our answer is 81 upon 16. Question number 4 is evaluate. Again you have to find out the value of given expressions. First part is 8 raised to the power 1 multiplied with 5 raised to the power 3 whole upon 2 raised to the power minus 4. Here we can see bases are also different and exponents are also different. So we can simply find out the values for their exponent powers and then we will calculate. We can apply one law, that is m a raised to the power minus m is equal to 1 upon a to the power m. By this law we can write 8 raised to the power minus 1 because it is in negative, so we can write it with positive exponent as 1 upon 8 raised to the power 1 multiplied with 5 raised to the power 3. Now this 2 raised to the power 4 minus 4 can be written as 2 raised to the power 4 in numerator. Right? Now we can simply find out. Now we know we can write 8 as 2 raised to the power 3 and here we have 2 raised to the power 4. So we can cancel out this 3 and this 2 will remain with us. We can write it as 5 raised to the power 3 multiplied with 2. Now what is the value for 5 raised to the power 3? It is 125 multiplied with 2. Multiply this and you will get your answer. 250 is the value for the expression 8 raised to the power minus 1 multiplied with 5 raised to the power 3 whole upon 2 raised to the power minus 4. So this question number 4 has only 2 parts. One is solved for you, second is your homework. Come to question number 5. Question number 5 says find the value of m for which 5 raised to the power m divided by 5 raised to the power minus 3 is equal to 5 raised to the power 5. So bases are same for all 3 terms. Exponents are different. We will apply law of exponents and then we will find out the value of m. We can simply write the law a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m minus n. So in LHS we will apply this and we can write 5 raised to the power m minus 3. This is equal to 5 raised to the power 5 in RHS. Right, so this becomes 5 raised to the power m plus 3 equal to 5 raised to the power 5. Now bases on LHS and RHS are same, so we can simply equalize our exponent values. M plus 3 equal to 5. Why I equalize the exponents? Because if we have same bases on either side of equal to, that means their exponents are in equality. So that is why we can see 5 is here and 5 is here in LHS and RHS. Both are same and exponents are somewhat different. So that means if base are same, these exponents are also equal. So we can find out the value of m from here. Now we will solve it. M equal to 5, transpose this 3 to RHS, it becomes minus 3. Now after solving this 5 minus 3, we can get m equal to, solve this, we will get m equals to 2. So value for m is 2. Now you can see, put this value of 2 here and 2 plus 3 will become 5. So this LHS 5 raised to the power 5 is equal to RHS 5 raised to the power 5. That is why when bases are equal or same on either side of equal to, that means exponents are always equal. So by this we can find value for m. Now let's see question number 6. It is again asking you to evaluate. First part I am solving for you and second part you will try yourself. Okay. So first is 1 upon 3 raised to the power minus 1 minus 1 upon 4 raised to the power minus 1 and whole raised to the power minus 1. Now we can see there is an operation of subtraction, that means no law will follow for these two terms. But the only law which can be followed for either of the terms, a raised to the power minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to the power n, because exponents of 1 upon 3 and 1 upon 4 both are negative integers. So we have to make them positive first. So what we will do, after applying this law, we can write 3 raised to the power 1 minus 4 raised to the power 1 whole raised to the power minus 1. So we will make this exponent positive later on after solving these values. First we will solve this. 3 raised to the power 1 means 3 and 4 raised to the power 1 means 4 whole raised to the power minus 1. Now 3 minus 4 is minus 1 whole raised to the power minus 1. Right, now again we have to make this exponent positive, so we will write 1 upon minus 1 whole to the power 1. Now the value for minus 1 whole to the power 1 is minus 1. So our answer for this expression is minus 1. Come to the last question of this exercise. This is simplify. Again there are two parts, one I am solving for you and another you will try yourself. First is given as 25 multiplied by t raised to the power minus 4 whole upon 5 raised to the power minus 3 multiply 10 multiply t raised to the power minus 8. Now we are given that t is not equal to 0. That means t is some number which is not given. So we will keep it as t only. Okay. Now how we will solve it? We can see there are terms with negative exponents. So firstly we will apply our law a raised to the power minus m equal to 1 upon a raised to the power m. By this we can write 25 multiplied with this 5 raised to the power minus 3 will become 5 to the power 3 in numerator, and this t raised to the power 8 minus 8 will become t raised to the power 8 in numerator. Now in denominator we are left with 10 multiplied with this t raised to the power minus 4. This will come in denominator as t raised to the power 4. Now we can see, we can write this 25 as 5 raised to the power 2 multiply 5 raised to the power 3 t raised to the power 8 upon 10 can be written as 2 multiply 5 multiply t raised to the power 4. Now this 1 5 can be cancelled out with this 1 5 and we are left with 5 raised to the power 4. Because this is 3 and this is 1 5. So we will apply the law of multiplication, a to the power m multiply a to the power n, that means a to the power n plus n. So it becomes 3 plus 1 4. In the same way we can cancel out this exponent of t as we have in denominator t raised to the power 4. So it will become 4. How? By the law a raised to the power m upon a raised to the power n equal to a raised to the power m minus n. Okay, let's not cut them. I'll explain it again. This becomes 5 raised to the power 2 multiply 5 raised to the power 3. This is t raised to the power 8 upon 2 multiply 5 multiply t raised to the power 4. These are in multiplication, so we have law a multiply a raised to the power m multiply a raised to the power n equals to a raised to the power n plus n. By applying this we can write 5 raised to the power 2 plus 3 multiplied with t raised to the power 8 upon 5 raised to the power 1 into 2 into t raised to the power 4. So by this it becomes 5 raised to the power 5, 2 plus 3 5 multiply t raised to the power 8 whole upon 5 multiply 2 multiply t raised to the power 4. Now we do not have any base or term with 2. So this 2 will remain alone. Rest we will solve with the law of exponent a raised to the power m upon a raised to the power m equal to a raised to the power m upon n. So you can see this 5 and this 5, both bases are same and exponents are different, and for this t also base are same and exponents are different. So we will apply this law on both for 5 and for t. So it will become 5 raised to the power 5 minus 1. This was 5 and this was 1, so it become 5 minus 1 multiply t raised to the power 8 minus 4. M was 8 and n was 4 here. Now in denominator we are left with 2 only. So this becomes 5 raised to the power 4 multiply t raised to the power 4 upon 2. Now we have to solve 5 raised to the power 4 because we cannot solve t raised to the power 4. We don't know the value of t, so we will keep it as it is only. So this 5 raised to the power 4 becomes 625 multiply t raised to the power 4 whole upon 2. Or we can write it as 625 t raised to the power 4 whole upon 2. This is our answer. We cannot solve it further, so we will leave it here. So our answer is 625 t raised to the power 4 upon 2. Alright. So second part of this you can solve it easily. Try it and then we will discuss it later on.